So we're gonna go ahead and start. So hello and welcome everyone. And let's see here. Oh, this is building a brand from a UX perspective.
Hmm.
Now, what is building a brand from a UX perspective? That's pretty much just everything we're doing in the UX course, and that's keeping the user centered and starting with the user first. And we're just going to be focusing on the brand with keeping the user in mind the entire time and starting with the user first. Now, what will we be doing? Oh, I'm sorry. What will we be doing throughout this series? We'll be defining the brand personality. We'll be defining the visual identity, and we'll create a landing page or homepage for the brand we're
Oh,
creating.
oh,
Now, today we'll just be focusing on part one. And
define the brand
what brand will we be working on? G
person.
Captcha, which is Biter Boz.
uh, that's my captcha. Yeah, that's
And
my captcha.
do you want to take a second to explain it at all, any, or would you like me to continue on?
I think if you would do it, it will be much better.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just continue on with it. G Captcha, that's the name, correct?
G captcha, yeah. It is.
Okay.
Uh,
Awesome. And like you said in the chat, we
Catchy
will
name
be
from Google reCAPTCHA. So reCAPTCHA. I name it G captcha.
right. Okay. And from my understanding from this first screenshot, it shows you four numbers and they're kind of moving around in the circles. And you have to memorize the order by, from smallest to largest number in ascending order and tap those in. And, if you do it correctly, it gives you a success. And if you do it wrong, of course, it gives you a fail screen. And that's just used as a captcha option to confirm that you're dealing with a human, correct?
Correct.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So again, that's what we'll be doing today is kind of working on the branding for this specific
The
product.
idea is,
Oh, what was that, Derbas?
uh, the idea is if you hide the information from computer vision, uh, the AI will not be able to learn the moves. Uh, you're familiar with computer vision AI. It uses a pixel comparator to do its job.
Right, right. It's similar to the
So
hello, you there? It's similar to the picture captures. And it's, we're trying to stump the computer from being able to break in and get the information.
yeah, that's right. The current picture and text captures can be bypassed easily by modern AI technology.
Right, right. As the AI
So,
gets better, it's going to start being able to break them down easier and easier, no matter how complex they get. But with yours, it's constantly moving around. So the picture technology that it's using to break through those, it's not really going to be able to use that same technology. It'd take quite a while for it to be able to learn how to break through what you're creating.
absolutely, absolutely. I think it would be impossible to bypass this kind of captures with current technology. That's
Right,
why I think it's going to be a successful project.
right. Awesome, awesome. Well, I love it, and I think it's a great place to start today. So I'm going to continue on, and then we'll get started with the exercises. Okay, so
So
what are we
sorry,
doing today?
my
We're
internet
going to
connection is
define
not stable.
what's that, Derbas?
Can you hear me?
For a second, I couldn't. You were cutting in and out. What were you saying?
My internet connection is not stable.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll try to work through it. If there's anything you can do to get it more stable, just let me know. I can give you a second. If not, we'll just work with what we got.
Yeah, I think you are on your own.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just need you for the next part for the exercises to help me fill in the blanks so we can answer some of the brand personality questions. But for now, I can definitely finish the presentation by myself.
Well, wherever you need me, I'm here.
Okay. Well, excellent. I'll pull you back in just 1 second.
If you can hear me, and your sound is good now.
Oh yeah, I can hear you were decent before, but you're real clear now.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the problem was of my headphones.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me just finish summarizing up to what we're going to do today, and that's we're going to define the brand personality. We're going to define the users. We're going to define the voice and tone of the product, and we're going to define the goals. And as we pretty much decided, since we're using GCAPTCHA as the brand, we don't necessarily need an app for that. So it'll probably be a home page or landing page, and we'll define the goals for that landing page.
Cool. I understand.
Awesome. Now, for everybody watching, I'm sure they may be wondering, why are we doing this? And really, it's one simple thing: practice. We're just trying to get more practice. And there's a reason for that. And I have a quick story about practice that I want to just take a second to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is NBA player, Hall of Fame player, Allen Iverson. Great player, great guy. He played for the Philadelphia team, the 76ers, for many years. And he had some controversy. He had a few things going around about him missing practices and not participating with team practices. And he kind of rebutted with, we're sitting here, you're critiquing me and criticizing me all about practice. Well, it's not a game. It's not an actual game. When I go into the real games, I give it my hardest. I play my heart out, and I do everything I can. But what's practice really? Practice is kind of silly. And he got a negative vibe, and a lot of people went after him for it. It made him look bad in the public. Now this, of course, is Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Kobe Bryant kind of had the opposite mentality. He practiced, and not only did he practiced more than anyone else. He practiced with the team, and then he had an additional practice session by himself. Before a game, he was known to shoot up to 1,000 shots by himself just before the game, just to practice. Now, here's both of these competitors side by side. How many NBA championships has Allen Iverson won? 0.
Mm-hmm.
He's came pretty close. He went to the finals 1 year, but was unable to beat. Actually, it was the Lakers that he would have beaten to win a championship, but he never won one. How many championships has Kobe Bryant won? 5.
5. Oh, the difference is huge.
Yeah, it's quite a big difference. And that's, the moral of the story: practice. Practice makes perfect. There's nothing wrong with practicing. It's, how we get better. It's how we sharpen our skills.
Okay, this is the impact of practice. I understand.
And okay, that was pretty much my agenda for the day, just to let everybody know what we're going to be doing. But now we're going to jump right into some of the exercises.
Mm-hmm.
And much like everything we've learned throughout the Treehouse course, there's multiple exercises for everything we do, whether that's user interviews or user profiles or building the brand personality. I'm just providing extra options on what you can do. I'm not saying that these are the actual tools you have to use every time you go to define a brand or every time that you go to make a user profile.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're working with first, this is the Golden Circle. It's by a writer named Simon Sinek, and he is the author of a book called Start With Why. And he believes you have 3 circles to your business: the what you do, the how you do it, and then the why you do it. And the why being the most important and what attracts the customers more often than not.
So what is the direction? Is from inside out or
Yeah, it's
what?
it's you should lead marketing wise from inside out, but you know the way most people break it down, what they think it should be is outside in, which is explain what you do and how you do it. But truthfully, that never connects with a customer as well as why you do it. So that's why you should always start from inward and go outward.
Mhm.
Okay, and we're just going to start with Gcaption, what it is, and like we said, it's a CAPTCHA alternative, and let's see, it's motion based,
Game based.
game based. Okay, I like that. And because of the movement, it's harder for AI to penetrate and access data.
That's right.
Okay, awesome. So that's what it does.
Mhm.
Then how would we describe how it does it?
How it does it? Okay.
Would that be kind of the because of the movement? The movement's what's making it harder for the AI to pick up on it?
If I can, it is because of the main reason because of hiding the data.
Okay, and how does it hide the data better than the regular caption?
Yeah, the numbers will be disappear after 3 seconds after the user catches the data, and then they will be disappear, and the user has to identify which number is which. He has to remember in a ascending order.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so let me just phrase it out. So because we're hiding the data,
Hiding the data, the numbers will disappear after even time. The user has to remember
the
the number
sequence to
sequence
access.
data.
Okay, so how does that look? Because we're hiding the data by let's see. Okay, because we're hiding the data by using the numbers that disappear after a given time, and the user has to remember the sequence to access the data, a task which most AI programs are unable to perform.
Excellent, excellent.
Awesome.
I like it.
Okay, well, that's what we'll run with. Let me just, the numbers.
Hiding the data by using the numbers.
Okay, now this last one is your why. Why is this important to you? Why should this matter to users more than what's out there? What are your two big whys?
Okay. Right. Basically, the captchas are, I think, they are annoying to users.
Right.
It's an extra task that the user has to take to complete a form. And it is kind of annoying to do, especially with Google reCAPTCHA.
Right, absolutely.
But I thought this would be a fun, it's a game based actually, to be a fun thing to do. And it's quite straightforward. You only have to click 4 times to do it.
Right.
And the main reason is to make the users love it and make use of it in a fun way. I'm sorry, my English not good, but
Oh no, you're fine. I'm just trying to also work with you just to, sum it up and just make it sound the best.
yeah, since I'm not native, I really sorry.
Oh no, you're quite all right. You don't have to apologize at all. So we have for the why, I currently have current capture options are annoying to the users.
Perfect.
Making it gamified seems fun and a way to resonate with the users.
Excellent.
And to seems like a fun way. Gamified seems like a fun way to resonate with users and to keep them engaged.
That will be perfect.
Okay, awesome.
This is the user perspective, but
right. And it was
another perspective, security. The current captures are bypassed by modern AI technology, and then I think this will be a huge step forward to defeat these kinds of attacks, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Defeat these attacks.
Now I know I made a lot of mistakes here. I'm going fast. I do this all the time.
You all do. You all do. You all do it.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Current
Something
capture
common
options are
for
annoying to
everyone.
users. Making it gamified seems fun and a way to resonate with the users and to keep them engaged. Security is important and it's being compromised by current technology, and we can use this option to defeat these kind of attacks.
That's right. Especially if you type with touch typing.
So does that sound like a good why to you? Does that sound like we summed it up pretty good? You there, Tobias? I think I may have lost you for a second. Says you're online with me, but I don't have your mic. Oh, there you are.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
I just lost internet.
Okay, no problem. Like you said, the connection was going in and out, so no problem. If that happens, I'll just wait on you.
Thank you. What was your question?
I was just asking the why statement. Do you think that summed up the why of the product so far?
I'm sorry. If you can.
The last statement we were working on. Are you still seeing my screen?
Last statement. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, you see this why statement I'm highlighting?
No, you just highlighted everything, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Everything.
That's the statement. I was saying if
current capture.
I was saying if those two. I'm sorry. I was saying if this paragraph right here kind of summed up the why of the product.
Well, there's just perspectives, two perspectives.
What do you mean by two perspectives?
I mean context, not perspective. There's a user context and a security context. You just highlighted both of them.
You want to kind of keep them as separate contexts.
Whatever it is, I don't know exactly what to tell, but I think it is context.
Okay. Well, from a security standpoint and from the user standpoint, you think we're pretty good as far as the why and why we're making this product, and why, like, that's summed up in the document pretty well.
I think this enough. We good to go.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so that was the golden circle. I like to start with that, and just so we can all get aligned and on the same page of what we're working on and the why on why it was created. From there, again, with the whole user experience being the center point here, we got to start with the user. So I would definitely create a user profile or an empathy map to start with our user. So one thing we need to establish first and foremost is the website. When we create that for GCAPTCHA, will that be targeting companies and other websites that want to integrate and use GCAPTCHA, or is there another audience?
That's right. There's two kind of audience. The owners of the website is pretty let's say the security engineers of the website,
Okay.
and there's another audience, the user, which just solves the captcha. If you see what I mean.
Right. No, absolutely. I absolutely feel you. And the user, they'll see it more because they'll be the ones using it. But I think for our purposes, we should be targeting the website owners or the IT security firms, because the website and everything we're creating, the whole product brand is about GCAPTCHA itself. We're pushing that to website owners and to businesses to use that in place of, like you said, Google reCAPTCHA. And so we're trying to create an alternative and have people divert to that. And I think we should focus on that side of it as opposed to just the general user who will be using it, because say it catches on and everyone starts to apply and starts to use GCAPTCHA, well, then of course all the users will end up using it. But right now we need to be focusing on targeted materials, profiles, and like websites that capture those original businesses that'll start implementing it and putting it out there in their websites, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Awesome. Okay, so considering that, what would be a fictional name for a website owner or somebody, a business that would be targeting to apply the GCAPTCHA technology?
Fictional name. You have something in mind?
It can be anything. I'm thinking George. You have a last name?
George. No.
It's quite all right. How about Collins? George Collins. So George Collins, and we're going to put in parentheses, he's a business and website owner.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Now, going through the exercise we learned in Unit 1, what would George Collins say as far as, his website experience and especially CAPTCHA experience?
Maybe he says this is something new. This a fun thing to do. Something new.
Okay, so I got GCAPTCHA is something new, exciting, and fun to actually use. What does he say about the old options when he's interacting with those?
Those actions. What do you mean by solving the captcha?
Yeah, like you solving the old captures, the captures that we're trying to divert people from. What does he say when he uses those? Is he expressing frustration or anything like that?
Well, maybe he says the previous captchas were annoying, and they're I don't know, say You have to help me with this.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Let's see. Maybe he says, I want my data to be secure.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
And then let's say one thing he may be thinking in alignment to he wants his data to be secure is he's unsure if captures are very secure and protecting against the latest AI.
Yeah, that's correct. We have to ensure our users to. You have to show something to tell them our system is definitely ready for defeat AI technology.
Let's see, something else he may say. He may, oh,
Something else. Okay, give me some time.
you have something, Boss?
No, I don't have anything in mind
Okay,
right now.
no problem. Maybe he says something like, I thought I had it. These are so hard.
Oh my! I thought hard. Someone hard.
And that he's just referencing, you know, actually using the caption. It's what he's saying while using it. Maybe it's one of those ones where it's like click every picture that has a bus, and there was a corner of the bus right there in one of the other pictures, and he thought he was supposed to click it, but when he clicked it, he got a failure.
That's right. But definitely he has to say that. And a user, if a developer concerns about, let's say, accessibility,
Mhm.
maybe you should think about it. If he says, is this thing accessible?
Awesome.
All users.
To all users. Okay, awesome. I like that.
And what else? What else?
We can move on. I think we're good with those. Like I said, but we don't want to spend too much on it because we have a few exercises to complete.
I
And then,
should have prepared those things before.
oh no, that's fine. That's what this is all about, is kind of creating it live and building it live. Because basically, like I was wanting to say in the beginning, what I'm hoping you learn from this is the same way I'm coaching you through these exercises is maybe you can perform these exercises with a client and coach them through it the same way. Because I like to build user maps and empathy maps and user profiles and the golden circle all with the client there and the stakeholders
Well,
there. We do it together, collaborative.
I can tell you this is absolutely a great way to learn, actually.
Awesome. So all right, we'll just finish these last two statements up. So back to George Collins. What does he do? What does he do when he's using websites, or what does he do when he's accessing data and runs into these captchas?
What is he doing from inside our website, or what's his occupation, you mean?
Not necessarily what he is. We can use his occupation as one of the what he does, because we can use that to later learn how we're going to apply messaging and marketing to him. So that's not a bad idea. But I'd also consider what he does as actual actions, like when
Actual,
like actual
maybe,
actions. When he encounters a captcha, like what does he do then?
okay. Maybe he's first he's landing on the first page, the product page. Then he wanna see the actual captcha, how it works.
Right. Okay.
Maybe he's looking for a demo.
Okay. So he wants to see GCAPTCHA in action.
In action.
Maybe request a demo.
Requested email. Okay. Requested email.
And then let's see. As far as you said you wanted to add what he does as his occupation, what would you like to put there?
Maybe he's a security engineer
Okay.
from a company or a website. Or security specialist. I think that might be relevant. Society. I'm sorry, Darren. I don't have such experience to explain this.
No, it's fine. We're all good. We're just making it up as we go. I know it's hard being on the spot like this.
Should have done more.
Okay, what the user feels. Okay, well, one thing, he definitely feels frustration.
Frustration. Okay, about this one or previous?
The previous. When he interacts with the previous captchas. Oh.
Frustration. Okay. What else?
Let's put how you like excitement when he interacts with yours.
Excitement.
And it's excitement and delight. I want to say delight more than just satisfaction. He's not just satisfied when he uses yours. He's delighted. Like he's kind of happy to use it because A, it's kind of fun, and B, he knows he can do it as opposed to the picture ones, which he kind of messes up from time to time.
That's right. And maybe he feels about the security, confidence, security.
So does that sound good so far?
Oh, great.
Awesome. Now, of course, we have the summary, but we're going to move past that today. That'll be something we work on during the week since this will be a three-week series.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. Okay, so moving on. This was the exercise I showed off last week for brand attributes. And brand attributes are just like brand adjectives, brand words that describe your brand, descriptors.
I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Oh, you said you couldn't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I just gotta.
I'm using I'm too complex with it. I gotta use simpler terms.
Our house is full of people. We have guests.
Oh, okay. It's a little busy. No, that's fine. If you can still work with me, just let me know. If you got to get off.
Yeah, you can definitely, but just
Okay.
kids and geese moving around.
Okay. So we're gonna run through each of these, and we don't have to fill the whole box up. Like 5 or 6 adjectives or just 5 or 6 descriptive words are good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So users, how would you describe the people that use your product?
Users, maybe everyone will be able to fill a form, complete a form in a website or service.
Okay. Now what we're trying to do is keep it to one word, and it's just like or maybe 2 words, like part words.
Digital product users.
Digital product users.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, awesome. Okay, and are they? Let's think of some other stuff. We're trying to use descriptive words like I know we're trying to get more advanced than this, but let's say happy users, sad users, angry users, and for this particular maybe they're concerned about data. What do
Yeah,
you think?
that's great.
Okay.
Of course they are.
Concern slash
Mm.
data driven. Okay, let's think of another one.
Concerned.
Let's say, at least when we find them in the beginning,
What's wrong?
the users are frustrated.
Maybe they care about their users. Previous captchas were annoying. Now they want to implement something better to increase their conversion rate. What do you
Okay. So they're customer focused and they want to do they want more conversions. So who would want more conversions? What type of person?
Maybe the website owners, the service owners.
Awesome. Service owners, business owners.
That's right. What else? And
let's see, how would you describe your users? I'm trying to think of one great word for like when they use your product, like how they feel afterward. Like similar to delighted, like they're delighted when they use your product.
delighted.
Aligned?
You say something. I don't have anything else right now.
Okay, I'm trying to think too. It's kind of got me stumped. Just because we're such in a particular niche here.
So how I'm gonna start my startup with this poor knowledge?
Oh no, it's just it's a harder niche to strategize and brand for in the beginning, but we'll figure it out. It's all
All the
good. And that's kind of the point too of running through these exercises is seeing what's the best option. Like if you had other ideals besides GCAPTCHA, like you would know which one would be the easiest and the best MVP to run with.
Mm-hmm. Really, we're gonna need collaboration, right?
Absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and move to the next one. Let me first unbold these. Okay, the culture. How would your community describe you? So how would people describe GCAPTCHA?
How would they describe? Let's say something modern.
Modern?
Modern.
Awesome. Now, when they hear about it, when they interact with it, when they see your website, what are they thinking?
Maybe confident.
Okay, confident.
Confident. Confident. And what else?
Would it be
Fun?
serious, fun?
Is it valid?
What's that?
It's about the app or the community.
Well, this is how the community describes you or your product. So this is how when people interact, when they interact with the GCAPTCHA software itself, or say they're on the website and they're interacting with your brand, how would they describe you after interacting with that?
How would they describe me? That's a tough question.
Well, not you in particular, but the brand. Like, for example, if we used an Apple phone or we went to the Apple store or if we went to the Apple website, we could start saying a few things about Apple. Like they're customer driven, they're sleek, modern?
Well, of course, customer driven is valid for this one.
Okay.
Customer driven. Customer satisfaction, whatever it is. Customer satisfaction. Is it valid?
And then something that we can pull some like design prompts from. Like, would you consider the branding for GCapture? Is it more serious or is it more fun, playful?
Well, of course, could be fun and playful because it's a game.
Right.
What do you say?
I definitely agree with that.
Playful.
Yeah, I look at it like
Let's say casual. What?
casual. Awesome. Now, that's a great one.
And what else?
That's pretty good. I think we can stop there.
Great. Awesome.
Okay. Now, how do we, for voice, it's how do you sound to others? So, how do you sound when you're talking to people? So, how does GCapture, when it's writing something and it's talking and communicating in advertisement, how would it communicate to the user? An example of this would be kind of like,
Give me an example.
let's see, an example is kind of like, I forget which brand, but there's a yogurt brand. And instead of saying now open from 9 to 10, they say now rolling from 9 to 10. And they mean like rolling the yogurt out of their machine or whatever, or now swirling from 9 to 10. And that's just a playful version.
You mean
What's that?
the accent?
Yeah, kind of like just
The accent or the tone of
yeah, exactly. The accent and the tone is definitely exactly the tone.
Well, actually, it's not easy to determine. But I told you I'm not done with Unit 8.
Right.
Maybe
No, it's fine. Like I said, we're working through this together. Like for example, if we were making the landing page or the home page for the GCapture, how would it sound? Like, would we take a joking tone? Would we take a would we sound serious? Would we sound authoritative? Would we sound uh, accessible?
we provide assurance, and at
Okay.
the same time we are kind of playful product because this is a game.
Right.
But how you describe something in between, I don't see how it is.
Well, let's see. Let's try to think about that for a second. What's in between assuring and playful? Let's see. Assuring is kind of I'm assuring you. I'm kind of letting you know that things are going to be okay.
It's not a what's this? Personality trait. Something in between serious and casual. What do you see?
Let's see. Serious and casual.
Something in between. Because we have both of these elements. What are you looking for? Serious, playful.
let's go with playful. We'll use that word first.
Cheerful.
Yeah, I would say these I like. You got cheerful, lighthearted, good natured.
Well, this one for you is
What's I don't even know what this one means. I'm kind of curious.
sprightly.
Mhm. Okay, so let's go back. And we said cheerful was one. Did you like sprightly for one?
Uh, I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
It was saying fun, I think. Let's use energetic. I like that a lot more.
This is more common and understandable.
Oh, let's go back. Gotta try to speed up. I'm running out of time a bit. But okay, we'll just continue on. All right. After people interact with your GCapture product, how do they feel?
How do they feel? Maybe they feel some sort of joyful
Okay.
or
Enjoyment.
enjoyment. Fast, joy, fast.
Okay, how would they feel knowing it was fast?
They feel annoying.
They feel relieved, relieved of how easy it was, relieved at how fast it was.
Mm-hmm.
They'd feel delighted again, surprised maybe,
Maybe why not?
just surprised at how easy it is, or surprised at how fun it is.
That's right.
Okay, maybe they feel engaged,
Engaged.
like they feel engaged because they're actually participating in having to remember and having to align that with the proper circles. So it's interactive.
And some sense of accomplishment.
Oh yeah, accomplished, absolutely.
Accomplishment.
Okay, and then what tangible impact do you have on people? So what is the actual impact? I would say you save people time.
Absolutely. Save people time.
And then save them frustration, or give them peace of mind.
Peace of mind. What does it mean?
Peace of mind is like confidence and satisfaction, knowing something. Like if I gave you peace of mind, I reassured you.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then so if you gave someone peace of mind with your service, that could either be because you gave them peace of mind, knowing that they could solve the capture, or maybe it gave them peace of mind knowing that it was hard enough to stop an AI bot, so their data was secure.
Awesome.
Okay. And then X factor, what makes you different?
Makes you different.
And honestly, if I can contribute and say something on this one, the gamification is what makes you different to me.
That's right. Absolutely.
Awesome. Because we could definitely list a few things, but gamification is going to be your big separator.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and bold that. And basically what we're going to do now is we're going to run through each column and pick the best word that we think solves each column. So when it came to how would you describe your users, which word do you think serves the best? Like, are the users security driven over anything else?
Maybe security driven.
Okay. And we can use a different one if you like.
Oh, I think it's perfect.
Okay. We'll use security driven. And then for how would your community describe you, which word are we going to use to describe your culture?
Maybe casual or playful.
Playful?
Well, playful.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, let's do playful.
Well, if you like something else.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, I was just gonna say something about casual, but casual we could actually bring over here if you like. And playful can be the culture and how you're kind of known, but casual is the voice and how the tone you take in your messaging.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And then the feeling that people feel when they interact with you.
Maybe accomplished, delighted,
Which one would you like to use?
delighted.
Delighted? Okay. And then the impact. Which one are we going to use the impact? Save people time, save people frustration, or give them peace of mind?
Maybe saving people frustration.
Okay, awesome.
It's pretty straightforward to do.
All right. Now, with the way this works, I should be able to fill in the corresponding colors with the bold words we just used. So security driven, playful, casual,
Delighted,
delighted.
and save people frustration.
Now I may have to change the wording a little bit, but it normally should work. And then GCAPTCHA provides alternative CAPTCHA options. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have GCAPTCHA provides alternative CAPTCHA options to security-driven companies in a playful environment and in a casual voice, helping them feel delight, helping their users, let's fix that, helping their users feel delighted and save, okay, helping their users feel delighted
Save.
and saving them frustration. All right, so the who we are statement is GCAPTCHA provides alternative CAPTCHA options to security-driven companies in a playful environment and in a casual voice, helping their users feel delighted and saving them frustration.
Perfect. Just one thing. Providing alternating conventional captchas with a new one, but I forget about it. It's just fine.
Okay, we'll leave it like this for now. But like I was saying, throughout the week, the rest of the week, from now until next Sunday when we do our next session, we'll be tweaking these documents in the Slack.
Oh, we're gonna iterate, right?
What's that?
We're gonna iterate.
Yeah. That is correct. Now this one, I'm gonna skip this one. This is another one to back up the brand attributes. We'll just because we're running out of time, we'll save this one for Slack, and we may just do this one sometime throughout the week, Monday through Wednesday, just me and you on another Zoom call, or I may just help you do it, and then we upload the document and let everyone see.
Yeah, why not?
All right. And then the last one is just goal prioritization. And that's what's the main goals for the brand or for the product. And since we pretty much know, like we said earlier, we're going to be making a home page or a landing page as opposed to an app, I would say, what's the goals for the GCapture website? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, for example, what this would be, like how I would use this, is let's say one of the goals was to get people to request demos. To request demos, they would have to fill out a form. So we want people to request demos via form. So we know we're going to have to create a form on the website.
Okay.
What we do here is term. Is it going to be happening in the next 30 days? Is it going to take 90 days? Or is it going to take longer than 90 days? If it takes 30 days, that's a short term. If it takes 90 days, that's middle term. And if it takes longer than 90 days, longer than 3 months, that's long term. So you would put, like, for making a form, that's obviously short term. And then desirability and doability. How easy is it to do a form on a scale of 1 to 10? I would say creating a form is pretty high. So we're going to just put 10. And then desirability. How bad do we want a form on there? I would again say 9 or 10 because we need people to request the demos so they can start requesting the product.
Hmm.
Sound good so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
10. Okay, so what's something else that we think we want to prioritize on the website? What's the goal of the website?
Maybe showing a video,
Okay.
content that assures the user transparency, showing transparency. Assurance.
I just put a video, this is for, well, we could take out reassurance. We could save that for another part.
But
Now,
if you
okay,
look,
showing a video and creating a video to show the process of what the GCapture does and being transparent on the process and how they can implement it in their business. Is this a short term, a middle term, or a long term project?
maybe long term,
Okay,
it has to be remain on the website.
right. What's your desirability? How bad would you like to see that on the website?
Maybe 7 to 8.
7 to 8, 7.5? We'll keep it round. We'll just say 8. Oh. And then doability. How easy it is? Do you think it is to create this video?
It's quite easy.
Okay, so what would you say?
Maybe 10. 10 is easy or difficult?
Yeah, 10's the easiest and 1's the hardest.
It's just, if it would be just about the product, it will be easy.
Okay.
But if you're gonna make a advertisement, it's not gonna be easy actually.
Right. Well, it's up to you. How would it be? Like, would you make it more of just product and using it, or would it be a combination of both advertising and those transparent how to use it shots?
Well, I think the budget would decide with this.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So what's something else the website may need?
What else?
Maybe some case studies or testimonials of other businesses who are already using it and how they like it.
Maybe describing conventional captures, how they are unsecure for modern AI technology,
Okay.
how they are annoying for users. What do you say?
Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to say, let's see how we can describe that. Let's put risks of modern captures versus benefits of GCapture.
Mhm.
Now, creating a section of the website that has text and images to back up the risks and the problem with modern CAPTCHAs and the benefits of using your new CAPTCHA, is that a long-term, short-term, or middle-term project?
Maybe middle term.
Middle-term?
Yeah,
And how bad do you want that on the website?
I think it's necessary. Maybe 8.
Okay. And how easy do you think it is to do?
The only thing is the research. It's easy.
What number would you give it? 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's think of something else. Let's see, at least one or two more things that the website could use. Let's see.
Yes. Implementing, installation,
Okay, like an installation process section or a video.
section,
Okay.
installation process. This necessary and long term. Long term.
Okay. Desirability. 10.
10 by 10.
10 by 10.
Mhm.
And then we're just going to add something else just for the sake of showing how we can use this exercise. This one is going to be something that's long term,
Mhm.
something that we kind of want, say a 6, but it's really hard to do. So we're putting a 3.
Really?
And let's see,
Could be this thing.
maybe get partners or get sponsors, like to where other companies are putting their logos onto your website as like official partners or official backers of the GCapture product.
A business aspect.
Right. What do you think of that?
Maybe getting partners.
Getting what?
Partners.
Getting partners? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yep. Getting partners and or affiliate program.
Affiliate program.
And like I was saying with that, whether that's like getting other companies to be brand ambassadors and be partners of your brand, or whether that's starting up an affiliate program to where people that recommend and push your GCapture to other people to use, they get a little kickback for that whenever you get paid for that. And that's probably, like you said, that's a big undertaking. So that would be a long term. And, you know, we might, how bad would you say you wanted that?
I think it's important. Let's say 7.
7. And then how easy do you think it is to do?
I think it won't be easy. Let's say 2 to 3, maybe 2.
Okay. Excellent.
2.
And then oh. Okay. So now that we've completed the exercise, what I did now is I took our total numbers over here and I took, you know, the desirability and I added it with the doability to give us a total. And what this would kind of mean is the highest numbers that you come up with are the things you were kind of wanting to do the first, because they're the most important to the client, because they're what they want the most and they're the easiest to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have 2 things here, like They're both 18. So which one will we go with first? Well, this is long term and this is medium term. Since this is a medium term, so we're going to get it done in 90 days or less, and this is going to take more than 90 days, we do this one first.
Mhm.
And this is just something to prioritize the tasks and the goals of the website and the overall brand. If this was a longer session, I would do this for our awareness of goals, our marketing goals. I would do this for our revenue goals, and I would do this for our efficiency goals, like how can we make the processes and the website and everything more efficient. So I would do this exercise 3 times actually.
Well, but these are the UX responsibilities.
They're not always. No, they're definitely not. See, like I've expressed a few times in the Slack, I lean more towards branding than just UX. I do UX and branding. So,
Mhm.
like with these are extra exercises to help define the brand and give you more alignment and more goal orientation and more of a defined path on
Well,
the brand building process. But it
yeah,
also overlaps with UX because like this exercise right here, you could do this like we just did just now with just the website. And
Mhm.
that would be the UX's person's job to strictly decide what goals and what features does the website need and what's the most important, so like what's the order.
Well, that's absolutely a huge step forward to say what to say.
Awesome. Well, we're running over time here, so we're pretty much done for today. Basically, we're going to link up later in the Slack to knock out this brand diagram.
Mhm.
And what I'm hoping with is with all three of all, well, I think it's 5 documents. With all 5 documents, the golden circle, our empathy map, our brand attributes, our brand diagram, and of course our goals. With that in mind, we have a strong foundation to not only work on next week's project, which will be defining the brand visually, defining the visual identity, but
Mhm.
also helping out with the third week of building the landing page. I'm gonna
Yeah,
show next week how we work on a mood board and a mood board alternative called Stylescapes, and how all the colors we pick, the typography we pick, everything we use, all of our design decisions will be based from everything we created today.
perfect. So you're gonna do it at the product page.
What's that about the product page?
You're gonna do it the actual product page.
Yeah, we are. What it is this week, we did the strategy. Next week, we'll do the style guide since we said this product really isn't big enough for a design system. And then after next week, the third week, we'll actually build out the product page.
Perfect. Awesome. We're
All
gonna do
right.
it.
Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you for joining me, Tobias, and spending your time with me.
You're welcome, Dan. It's great to have you.
It's great to have you. It's great to do this, and I'll see you in Slack for sure. And thank you. And that concludes office hours. See everyone soon.
See you later. Bye, Dan.
See ya. You have a good day.